In 2019, everybody wants stable, smooth, buttery smooth footage. Today I'm going to show you the Feiyu Tech G6 gimbal for your action camera, and that's coming right up. So let's take a look at what comes inside the box. You've got the double quarter 20 adjustable mount. Then you've got a nice GoPro Hero 5 session mount, if you have a session. Then you've got a phone holder, and I'll kind of show you what that is a little bit later on in the video. And then we've got a nice tripod. Now this tripod, heavily built, nice extension pole for this. So let's take a look and see what is inside of the Feiyu Tech G6 box. It's a nice medium hard shell case that comes with it, very nicely built. And inside we've got, of course, your instructions, how to operate the gimbal, etc., etc. But let's get to the meat and potatoes of this. So first off, it comes with a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, good for 12 hours of use. And then inside this other little box, you've got a little charging cable that goes from a micro USB to a USB-C for your GoPro Hero 5, 6, 7, or even the Osmo Action. And then you've got your charging cable. Now the gimbal itself, very ruggedly built. Now I like this a lot. It's got a quarter 20 on the side, and then you've got a quarter 20 on the bottom, which is very nice for this tripod and extension pole. Now, if you see the tilt axis, you've got a full 360 degree as well as a 360 degree yaw axis. Very nice. And then on the front, you've got a whole lock button that's also reset, and then that little toggle that goes left and right is to change the roll axis of the gimbal. So let's go ahead and stick a battery in this and see how she works. But before we do that, let's take a look at this tripod again, because it is a very wide base tripod, nice rubberized feet on the bottom. And one of the great things about this tripod, since it's made out of aluminum, is once you get it onto the gimbal itself, it gives you a nice extension pole as well, so that you can get some little crane movements with it. So very, very nice little added touch to be included with this gimbal. Now once it's down on the ground, it's very easy for you to get the camera into it, and adjusting it as far as its weight distribution is very easy with just a simple turn, lock, and there you go. Alright, got the GoPro Hero 7 recording at 4K 30 frames a second with hyper smooth stabilization is off on the camera, and using the Feiyu Tech G6 and just kind of walking around with this just to see, is it going to give that nice smooth stabilization for those action cameras that don't have built-in electronic stabilization. So first thing that we're going to do is we're going to listen to see, can we hear any motor noise? Because with the GoPro Hero 5, 6, and 7, with the 3 microphones, it makes it very easy for it to pick up the harmonics from a gimbal. So we're just going to listen real quietly. You can hear the cars, birds, maybe even the air conditioning unit on the other side of the house, but let's see if there's any motor noise with this. And this time shooting with the ThiEYE T5e in 4K 30 frames per second, because the ThiEYE does not offer electronic image stabilization to 4K. So what a good little match with this Feiyu Tech G6 gimbal. Look at there, bunny rabbit right there. So you may ask yourself, well, how in the world can you get so close to these bunny rabbits? We have got about 4 or 5 families of bunnies that live in all of our bushes around the house. And since we don't have dogs anymore because they got old, they passed away, there's nobody to bother them. We don't bother them. They know that we're not a nuisance or predator to them, so they come around. They don't run away when they see us, and they allow us to get close, so that's kind of a cool thing. So in conclusion, what are my thoughts about the Feiyu Tech G6 action camera gimbal? I like it. 12 hours of battery life. I like the way that the back arm is tilted just a little bit, because what that does is it allows you access to view the rear screen of your action camera. I like the fact that you can charge your action camera from the internal battery of the gimbal. I like the very quick and easy way that you can balance your camera on this gimbal. Very, very easy. I also like the fact that with Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, you can connect the gimbal to your GoPro and actually start and stop recording straight from the gimbal itself. Very cool. And let's not forget about that little dual /20. That's to put the phone holder on and to actually attach your phone so that you can do a live view of what's going on with the GoPro. Pretty cool. And probably one of the most unique things is that when you're using the gimbal, if for some reason the camera is a little bit tilted, with that front little sway arm or that little toggle, you can actually change the tilt of the camera, as I'm doing right now, just to give you a little better horizon, which not very many gimbals actually allow that. So I'm going to put a product link in the description below so that you can check out the Feiyu Tech G6 gimbal for yourself. Very nice gimbal. I'm using the Osmo Action, and the way that the microphones are set up on the Osmo, the audio is a lot better than out of the GoPro, because the GoPro's got 3 microphones. Also, if you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing today. Click on the bell so that you get notified every time I upload a video. And if you subscribe, I may send you some figs, because the fig tree is giving us figs. Until the next video, bye.